What's up, YouTube? This is Dark Wolf, aka Raphael, bringing you my Magical Musketeer deck profile. Let's get started. Alright, first, I play 3 Casper, or Caspire. All the Magical Musket cards, they all have the same effect, to where, as long as they're on the field, you can activate spells and traps from your hand. They have to be the Magical Musketeer cards, but hey, still pretty good. And what's good is that you don't even need your own spells or traps to get the effects of these guys. You can your opponents, if they're in the same column, they go to activate a spell or trap, chain his effect, there you go. Which his effect is, you can go get any Magical Musketeer card that you need. So any of your spells, your traps, any of the monsters, anything you need, he gets you. Next I play 3 Starfire. Her effect is that you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Musketeer monster from your deck to the field, which is really good. You can get your rank 4 out. You can get Kid Brave. You can get anything you really need monster wise just to keep going. Next I play 2 Kid Brave. His effect is you discard a Magical Musket card, draw 2 cards. So you're +1 really. So if you have, let's say you have him, 2 Caspires, a spell, and a trap. You can play him, activate one of the spells or traps, discard the second Caspire, and draw 2 cards. Next I play 2 Doc. Basically, he's more for kind of like the later game, to where his effect is you could add 1 Magical Musket card from your graveyard back to your hand. So if you need that special trap, or you need that special spell card to where you can just use their effects right after, is really good. Then I play 1 Calamity. Basically, she just special summons any Musketeer card, monster-wise, from the graveyard. Then I play 2 Parallel XCs. I was running 3, but then I decided to just run 2. I am not running Refugia in the deck, so just 2. If I see it, I see it. If I don't, there's other ways I can get my rank 4s going and stuff like that. But it's nice to see, especially there's a nice little interaction with him and Max, to where you can chain block Max. So that's pretty cool. This is a going second build mostly. So this is why I'm playing the next few cards. Next I'm playing 3 Dimension Shifter. Basically, if you're playing the combo decks, any of the big heavy hitters, some can still play through this and still build a decent board, but they're not plussing off of their graveyard. And with my deck, I really don't mind losing my graveyard for a turn. If I shut you off and then just OTK you on my turn, it's not bad. Then I play 3 Ghost Ogre. Being able to get rid of a problem card is always good. Yeah, granted, it doesn't negate, but it removes it. So they still get their effect, but hey, it's not on the field after that. Then I play 2 Gamma, 1 Driver. Gamma is really good this format. Not only does it negate, it also removes from the field. And going on my turn, if I can make the 1 Link guy, I can play this for my hand. So not too bad. Next I play 2 Ash. Just, slow you down, stop you from searching or special summoning. It is always good. That's it for the monsters. Now in for the spells and traps. Playing 3, cross domination. The third one is coming. I was running it at 2, and I decided to bump it up to 3, which I didn't have the third one, but I will. Basically, its effect is you can target one face-up monster on the field until the end of the turn. It changes the attack and defense to 0. Also, it negates the effect of that monster until the end of the turn. Of course, you can only use once per turn, but it's okay. Then I only play the 1 steady hands. Just helps get your monsters bigger. The problem with the musketeer cards that they are low in attack, so this targets one and doubles it. Next, I play Double or Nothing. This is basically your OTK enabler. You make your ranks, drop that, there you go. Game over. Then I play 1 Crooked Crown. This allows you to special summon one monster from your hand, and if you do, your opponent's main monster zone, in that zone that you summon, is basically shut off for the turn. They can't put any monsters or anything in that column. Of course, once per turn, but it's not too bad. Comes up. Then I play 1 Fiendish Steel. If monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects, if this card is in your possession and sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can add 1 magical musket card from your deck or graveyard to your hand, except for this card. You can only activate it once per turn. So it's another recursion card. So not only does it help protect your monsters, but also kind of a recursion card. Then I play 1 Dancing Needle. Let's put it over here. It's basically a DD Crow on steroids. If you control a magical musket monster, target up to 3 cards in the graveyard, banish them. So, doesn't mean my graveyard. I can go and banish 3 of your key things that you might need to recur next turn, and just banishes all 3. You lose them. It's great. Next I play 3 Last Stand. Basically, when your opponent tries to activate a spell or trap, to try to slow you down or interrupt you, you play this from your hand, negate it. Keep going. It's really good. Then I play 3 Desperado. These are mandatory 3, both Last Stand and Desperado. Basically, I can target 1 face-up card on the field and destroy it. Basically, it doesn't have to be a monster. It could be anything that's face-up. Fill spell. So that somebody drops Mystic Mine on you, bam, play that. You just got through it. And then I play for last 2 cards is 2 Impermanents. Again, just to try to slow you down. The less of a board you can build, the easier it is for me to, one punch you or just take control of the game. And that's 40 cards, 40 card deck. Things might change, but we'll see. For the extra deck, we play 3 of the Boss Monster. This card is insane. Magical Musket Max. His ability is if your opponent has more spells and traps in the back row, you can special summon from deck that many monsters. So let's say if your opponent has 3 spells and traps in the back row, You can special summon 3 monsters, musketeer monsters from your deck, different names, and just spam the board. And if they have, let's say they have 3 monsters or 4 monsters on the field, you can activate the other effect, and you can get that many spells or traps added to your hand. So again, you can only have 1 of each card, but they're all once per turns anyways. So he's either getting you spamming the board or getting you the cards that you need to just to control the game. That's why you run them at 3. Then just 1 Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Phoenix, Unicorn, standard, Nightmare package. Then I play 1 Lambda, just for the fact that I do play Gamma in the main deck. This allows you to play Gamma from your hand with monsters on the field. So let's say if you haven't activated Gamma yet, and you still have your driver alive, you can play that with monsters on your field. It came up once so far, not so much, but it's there if you need it. And then your heavy hitters, Apollousa, Bulbasaur for the OTK, Abramax, just to make him to where most decks can out that. 1 Axis Cold Talker, his ability is insane, can't be interacted with. They have to neutralize him on the summon. If not, if his summon is okay, you're basically going off. You're basically going to pop at least 2 cards. Next, for the rank 4s, I play Babushka. Basically, if you brick and it can only get out like maybe 2 level 4s if they make you go first. A lot of times you make this and sit on it. Does slow your opponent down very much. Then I play the Utopia package. 1 double, 1 Utopia, 1 Lightning. I played the Lightning just for the fact if they Ash or Impermanence or Valor your double, you can still make this over him and whack him for 5k. So it's still pretty good. And that's it. That's my deck profile. Please leave any comments, like this video, and subscribe.